It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it's coming up next.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First and 10. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
Stroud begins with a pass. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now Stroud. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A toss play really tests how well your linebackers can run sideline to sideline. He was also able to show how fast he can get downhill, being able to bring that runner down behind the line of scrimmage.
Slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
The quarterback just has no chance to escape when the offensive line gets beat that fast. When the defensive line can get in the backfield before the quarterback even hits his back foot of his drop, he's got no choice but to just eat the sack and live to play another play.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Woo! And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Texans offense ready for their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll go left side here and complete this one. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Mixon. And they've got it. Going to pick up the 1st down there. Right around midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. His throw, left side, is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up. Throwing is Stroud. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's 2nd and 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. Powering forward. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Baker gonna give it to Irving, and he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Irving, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st down is Mayfield. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll find his running back, White. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll run with Irving. And He will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do the guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On 2nd down, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Third and long. To throw is Stroud. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Quick throw here is complete. They face second down and 7. They send Evans in motion. A second down throw for Mayfield. For the sideline, he's got Evans. Here now, 3rd and 5. Mayfield. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this time he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Motion man, set right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Godwin working the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 1st down is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Baker to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second down and 8. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
On first down, it's Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Stroud going to set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Stroud. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Schultz is the motion man. They look to run with Mixon. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. First and 10. Now Mayfield. Throw on the run is complete. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. He'll look underneath here for Irving. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Buccaneers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Berrios on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. On the quick slant, it's caught by Tank. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Take Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans are back to within 7. It's 28-21. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Irving. And he'll manage to get to the 33. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A throw on the move is caught. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Schultz is the motion man. On play action, Stroud. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now the punting unit will come on. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And he was unguardable in the 1st half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Right back to Irving. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. On the ground, it's Irving. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send Evans in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Buccaneers first down. They send Evans in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. That's to the right side and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Baker. This one caught left side by Evans. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. Second down throw for Mayfield. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs will extend this third quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
3rd and 5. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll try to run, and he will get into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans back within 7. It's 35-28. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mayfield. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Baker gonna give it to Irving, and he'll get about 5. They'll go again here with Irving. And it'll be a pickup of 3 So third down forthcoming. They'll run with Irving. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Get this complete, right side to Otten. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Looking for a on this drive, and they only need a foot. Now Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They send Godwin in motion. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Danico Autry, the veteran, in to bring him down.
You got to find a happy medium as a quarterback between knowing when to extend the play and just knowing when to go down. In this case, the defensive tackle gets there in a hurry. He puts an end to this play before it even gets started.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Texans offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stroud. Going for it all. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Here's Stroud. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down. They're all set to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Buccaneers offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. On 1st down is Mayfield. In the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Left side to Godwin. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Baker. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Moving the tight end right. On 1st down, here's Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. A short one there to Otten. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here comes Otten in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Baker going to hand it to White. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Stroud to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. To throw, it's Stroud. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. You just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. To throw is Stroud. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will cut the deficit to 7. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. Inside the 40.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. 70 seconds left to go in this game. On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everyone.